Good morning, students. Welcome back once again. So today in this session, we will discuss on the topic conservation of minerals and conservation of energy resources. Well, children, you know very well that the life exists only because of these minerals and energy resources. But we as a human being are doing what? We are overutilizing these minerals and energy resources, and the time has come that if we do not conserve them, then in future the people will not be able to use them and the life will not be able to continue for a longer period of time. So there is a need of an hour to conserve these mineral resources as well as the energy resources. So to begin with the conservation of minerals, children, you know very well that the total volume of these workable mineral deposit, do you know, is just 1% of the earth crust. Means that the total mineral deposit is insignificant fraction, that is just 1% of the earth crust. And what we are doing with that 1%, we are rapidly consuming that mineral resources that actually requires millions of years to be created and concentrated. And do you know, the geological process of mineral formation is so slow that the rate of its replenishment is infinitely very small in comparison to the present rate of consumption. Children, mineral resources, do you know, are finite and non-renewable. And do you know that a continued extraction of ores leads to increasing cost as mineral extraction comes from greater depth along with decrease in quality. So a concentrated effort has to be made in order to use our mineral resources in a planned and sustainable manner. So what we can do so that the minerals could be used in a sustainable manner. Sustainable means use them but not at the cost of environment. Don't disturb the environment. So what we can do is improved technologies can be used to allow the use of low grade ores at low cost. Means we can extract them with the latest technology which will reduce the cost of extracting them. Then recycling of metals, that is using scrap metals and other substitutes, are a very good steps in conserving our mineral resources for future. That means we can recycle the metals, or at the same time the scrap which has been left over, that could be recycled and then could be used once again for the various things, and that could help us to keep our minerals for future use also. Then the question comes, how can we conserve the energy resources? Well, children, you know that energy is a basic requirement for economic development. Means we cannot imagine any kind of a development without energy, isn't it? Imagine every sector of a national economy, let it be an agriculture sector or an industry sector, transport, commercial or domestic. We all need energy. We cannot imagine our life without energy. In fact, the economic development of a country depends on the increasing amount of energy to be in operation. Now, what is happening because of this? The consumption of energy in all forms is been rising within the country. As the time is passing on, the consumption of energy is also increasing. So children, there is an urgent need to develop a very sustainable path of energy development. That means we have to be developing, we need to develop this energy but in a sustainable manner, in an environment friendly manner. So we need to promote the energy conservation. So what we have to do for that? We need to adopt various approaches for the judicious use of the energy resources. Like what we can do is we can use the renewable resources, isn't it, instead of non-renewable sources. Then at the same time, there should be a promotion of energy conservation, means we should keep on promoting the people that they need to jump towards the, let's say, the energy resources in such a way that they can save them for the future use also. Then the unplanned use of existing energy resources has to be planned in a very proper manner, so that little could be used towards the maximum. Then you'll find that there is a high loss of electricity at the production point as well as the distribution point. So that loss of electricity has to be reduced, because we know that we have a limited amount of energy resources. Then there are a number of the industries where they are using the obsolete technologies, means then outdated machineries which is consuming more of the electricity. Those have to be removed so as to save the energy. Then theft of power is very common. You will find illegal way people are using this electricity, which is wrong. That has to be stopped. Then there are a number of the places where people are over irrigating the land, taking out a lot of wet water from that underground water through hand pumps or through the using of the motors and all. Now, because of which a lot of electricity is being used. Apart from this, you and me can do certain more things to save the energy. Like if we people are going at the same place, then we can use public transport system instead of an individual vehicle. That will help us to save the oil. Then switching off electricity when not in use. If you are not sitting in that particular room, then what you can do it, or wherever you are. For example, if you are in your classroom and you all are going out for your computer class or for your games, then it becomes a duty for each one of you to switch off the light when it is not in use. Then using power saving devices, which are very common nowadays in the market, that one must go with those devices which can reduce the consumption of the energy. And most important is using the non-conventional sources of energy, because energy saved is energy produced. As much as you are going to save, the same amount could be left or could be produced. So children, these are various ways and a method to conserve the energy resources. Thank you.